Hello, and welcome to the 5-part series dedicated to mastering the bass drum. My name is John Frederick. I am a student at the University of North Alabama, and I've been playing bass drum for about 5 years, and I'm doing this series for partial credit for my literature and pedagogy class here at the school, and also because I enjoy bass drum. And although there are a couple of videos on YouTube and such that describe the technique and how to play the bass drum, I'd like to create this series so I can help beginning bass drummers and teachers in helping them understand how to play the bass drum and understanding more about the instrument and what to do with it. In part 1 of this series, I would like to discuss how to grip the stick and how to set up in playing position. So for the grip, we're going to use something called the fulcrum grip, which is what you use for the marching snare drum or the marching quads. And the first thing you're going to want to do is to put your hand out like you're about to shake someone's hand. You're going to grab the stick and lay it on the crease where your fingers meet your palm. You're going to wrap the fingers around and make a thumbs up. Then you're going to drag your thumb down to make a T with the first finger. This is called the fulcrum grip. Okay? And you don't want the stick to hang out below the wrist like so, because in the fulcrum grip you get all of the leverage from this pivot point right here. And so if you're holding the stick too far up, you don't have as much power when you hit the drum. So bring the stick up until you can't see it from the opposite side, and do the same thing with the left hand, and that's how you hold the bass drum mallet. The last part of this video, I'm going to be talking about playing position and set position. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure your shoulders are back and you're relaxed and standing up straight, like so. The next thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you're standing right behind the drum and right in the center of the drum, okay? Make sure your body is lined up equally with the drum. The next part, you need to make sure that your head is at a 45-degree angle, okay? If it's at a 90-degree angle, it can really strain your neck and hurt you after a while. And you don't want to look down the line because you need to make sure you can see what's happening over here. So a nice, good 45-degree angle is where you want to have your head. Okay, you don't want to stand too close to the drum or too far away, so you want to make sure you're about 6 inches away from the drum when you're about to play. When you're bringing your sticks up for set position, you want to make sure that you have this fat part of your wrist, of your palm, right here. You want to have that on the rim. Okay, like so. You want to lay this fat part right on the rim, okay? And you want to make sure that the beads of the mallets are eye height, okay? Just like this. So, if I was standing right here and someone called me to set position and I'm playing the bass drum, I would do this. Just like that. My head's at a 45-degree angle. I can see everything that's going on. The fat part of my palm is laying on the rim. And when you go out to playing position, this is very important. You want to make sure that your forearms are completely straight and parallel to the ground. What I mean is when you go out to play, you want to make sure your forearms are parallel. Okay? You don't want them too low like this, and you don't want them too high. Okay? You want to make sure they are parallel to the ground. So when you're at set position and you bring your sticks out to parallel, you want to make sure that the beads are in the center of the head, like so. See, I would actually need to bring up the drum just a tad, because you can see I'm not in the center of the drum until right here. Okay, so you want to make sure that your forearms are parallel to the drum. Okay? Also, you can see the angle that my stick is making. Okay? You want to make sure it is a 45-degree angle, like this. Okay? You don't want to do this, and you don't want to do that. Alright? There are some techniques that have you playing closer to flat and up here like this, but 45-degree angle is where you can get the most turn, and we'll talk about that in other videos. Alright? So, we have set position, where we're standing like this, standing tall, 45-degree angle with our head. And we have playing position, where our forearms are parallel to the ground, and we are at a 45-degree angle with our mallets.